say, nigga try doing the shit that I do. They tuned in to my interviews, but can't walk a mile in my boots.
I hate that I feel that way, because I feel for her, because that has to be embarrassing as shit. And it's winter, you know what I'm saying? It's cold, you've already waited, you've come outside, you think you're about to get to the party or wherever you gotta be, just for him to be like, whoa, 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 fatty, you can't fit in my car, you're gonna damage my tires, back that ass up.
My heart hurts in the worst possible way.
Hey y'all, it's your girl B. Welcome to the channel, welcome back, welcome. Y'all, if you can't tell, my tone is a little bit different because Foodie Beauty, Chantal Marie, The Chantal Show, Everyday Miriam, whatever you want to call her, the bigot known formerly as Foodie Beauty, yeah, the bigot, the racist. She is on here talking about discrimination. I don't know if y'all heard about the rapper Dank. She was denied a Lyft ride due to her size. The Lyft driver stated it was because of her weight and the impact that her weight would have on the car. Now, Foodie Beauty has a history of making bigoted statements, racist statements. Everyone knows that she displayed very open racism towards Charlie Gold. And if you don't know who she is, she's a reactor. She provides commentary on Foodie Beauty. And yeah, so for you to come on here and talk about racism at all, any form of discrimination at all, is laughable. Now, here's the thing, right? So my initial reaction is her being discriminated for her weight the same as me being discriminated because I am a black woman? Is it the same? See, this is where it gets tricky, right? Because it's like, I can't control my color, right? But some people can't control their weight. And I mean that because some people have underlying medical conditions. And that is why I come on here and I tell you, I talk shit about Nika all day long. I will talk shit about Sky all day long. But I also let it be known that I love me a BBW queen, honey. And some people really cannot control their weight. So that's where it gets a little dicey. Because, you know, yeah, some people just like to eat a whole lot and they don't care. But there are some people that suffer from a lot of thyroid issues and other, you know, complications, and they cannot control their weight. So it's you know, it's a real for me. But the fact that you gonna come on here and talk about it when you have in the past, you have went up against airlines who want to charge double for seats. Why? Because your fat ass always going back to Canada whenever your man cheat. Is that why? Now, I did feel like Foodie Beauty's tone in this video was very much like, she's like 550 going on 600 pounds. Almost like she feels superior because she weighs a little bit less. Like, what? 10 pounds less, girl? You got your nose in the air, girl. Ugh. But y'all, I am going to get into the full reaction. I just wanted to, you know, address it because I think it's laughable that Chantal would even come on here and have the nerve to speak on racism. Like, how dare you? Like, who are you? Like, in what world? I don't know. Salah, he must, like, did he erase your memory? Like, have you been brainwashed? What is going on here? What, you think, like, your audience is not that new? We remember who you are. So in this video, y'all, we're going to get a mini tour of Chantal's living quarters, you know, the stables, nah, I'm playing, the barn, nah. She, you know, she's over here trying to be this motivational guru, this lifestyle expert, you know, trying to tell people how to fight through depression when you don't leave your house but to get food. Okay, cool. So yeah, she gives us a sneak peek of like the bathroom, I think that was it. Just the bathroom. I watched this on 1.5, you know, because she boring. Like, she has no personality. If she is not raging, Chantal ain't got no personality. So yeah, it was that she's eating some noodles and meatballs and, you know, she's being, you know, a political expert, you know. Let's go. Like, comment, and subscribe to all the YouTube and social media things for your girl B.
Alright, so some people have been asking to see...
Oh, and for the record, this right here, she did that. she's blurring herself out. She must not, be covered. I'm assuming she's walking around naked. No one wants to see that. So thank you, Chantal.
Place, and it's not super fancy or anything like that. There's a lot of flaws, but whatever. I've been trying real hard to at least keep it nice and clean, regardless of your living space, no matter how big, small, modern, old, whatever you live in. We can still all do our best to try to keep a clean space. So I'll just show you a little bit of our living space. We do like to keep some rooms private, just for privacy. And this is...
It's so... Y'all, look, if you don't know who Chantal is, y'all need to look up Chantal. The history of her coming on here and telling us about the green crusty underwear that she has. And you want to talk about privacy? Now you got standards? Girl. Okay. Privacy.
One of the bathrooms. This is the one that I use. And yeah, just thought I would show you a bit of that. And a little bit of the kitchen. And the litter box that I keep very clean. So
no one wants to see the fucking litter box.
Is all of those clips.
Really?
Myself.
Okay, y'all. That was the small tour,
Meatballs in the air fryer. Some ramen, which I haven't had in a little while, actually. Yes, I make the best ramen.
it does not look good at all. It does, and I know that's subjective because some people prefer soupy ramen, dry ramen, whatever. It just looks like ramen. Like, I like to add a little something in there, like a little vegetation, something. For real, like a little vegetation, Girl.
Oh.
Maybe some green onion. I don't know. Some egg. I don't know. Something.
You gotta add other things to it, not just the package. All right. Bismillah, beauty bite. Let's have a meatball. I love meatballs. Italian meatballs.
That's funny because, I don't know if y'all been, really keeping up with her, but she had a live where she was out and she was picking up, I think it was, ice cream or something, and she cannot speak the language. Why that's important right now is because the one thing she learned is how to say beauty bite. That was your focus, not how to have day-to-day conversations in a foreign country in which you live with your air quotation husband. That's what you focus on. Okay, girl. All right. Y'all. No. I'm going to be so for real. Y'all are about to get hit with that 1.25 speed. For real. Yeah, I'm about to do that. Because I cannot do this. I'm sorry. It won't make a difference. 1.25.
Some parts of my home.
Watch. You can't tell.
I don't want to show everything because
Right.
some parts of the house we just want to keep private, like our bedrooms and stuff.
You said bedrooms? Do y'all sleep together? It doesn't matter.
Harry's room or the spare room is just, it's kind of like a storage room. We don't have closet space here, so it's just kind of cluttered, but it's clean.
I don't believe you. You are a liar. Chantal, you are a liar. You know what? You know what it is with you? You really like to rewrite the story. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how history is his story. Well, she like to make this her story. She like to rewrite it we gonna forget. Girl, this is all over the internet. You are archived forever, baby. You can't rewrite nothing over here. I don't believe you. Let me see the room. If there's nothing in there but clutter. Yeah.
I have to tell you my ramen recipe.
Man, no. Fuck you. She always eating she ain't never ate before. But that's all she, man, her and Nika. Ooh, y'all could be room. No, hell no. No, y'all couldn't. Y'all could be besties. Oh, my God. Foodie Beauty, Nika. Y'all need to come together. Oh, my goodness. It would be like DC and Marvel clashing together. The universe is colliding. Y'all need to be besties. Because all y'all do is eat. Imagine the content.
In the comments. Anyway. 7-Up-0.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm going to say something about that, Chantal. Hand clap. Because, like, you have been known to chug regular sodas. You know what? Fuck you. You eat that pile of noodles, y'all. Fuck you. Like, girl, no. Hell no. Y'all know she diabetic. You can't be... Why do I care more about your health than you do?
I was thinking of solutions because you guys know me from the villa. When I lived in the villa, my old place, a couple years ago. My place was messy and dirty. Sometimes I would go through, weeks of not cleaning properly or at all. And then I would do a huge cleanup, like the whole day, make life harder on myself. And now?
You know what you need? You need to hire yourself a cleaning service. Now, I know, do not rip me to shreds in the comments. I know somebody's going to be like, what else does she do? She can clean. She can. But if you really are depressed, there are some people that really, they just cannot. Hire you a little cleaning service. I'm pretty sure it's affordable in Kuwait.
As a form of self-love.
Oh,
and love for my home, my family.
No. Fuck you. Fuck self-love. Self-love. While you eat that pile of noodles and you're diabetic and you want to talk about self-love would be putting a fork down. Self-love would be like, okay, if you can't give it up, like a half a cup maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Cut the pack in half or quarter it. Like, that's self-love. I'm just looking at you different. Like, girl, like, you want to talk about self-love? You don't love yourself, because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't even be with Salah. He don't even love you. He doing it for the clicks, views, and the money.
I try to keep it clean. There's been times where I go through depression and I don't keep it as clean as I'd like. I never let it get villa level. My husband would never.
And that's the only reason. That is the truth. That is the only reason why you are not living in a pigsty like you always do. It's because he would be like, get the fuck out and go back to Canada. Canada, please come take back your biggest tragedy.
I want to get to a point where I become kind of obsessed with cleaning, even as a hobby. Because I find when my home is clean, I feel so much less depressed. I know depression can be a clinical thing and it's not always just situational, but there's things that we do that make life harder on ourselves.
Hello, beauty.
Man, why he scare you like that? Where did you think he was? Girl, why you had that reaction? Like, was he not supposed to be there? He was supposed to be with his wife number 2. Oh, I didn't forget. You see what I'm saying, Chantal? I know who you are. I see you. Where was he supposed to be?
Cameo from King Geezer. Scared me. Anyway, so what I found, and you can try this, maybe you already know this, but one trick I do, okay? Because for me, let me rewind. For me, the motivation to keep cleaning comes when I get up and start cleaning something. And I found through this method that it doesn't take much to get the wheels going. So if you're ever not feeling motivated, get up, force it, like really force it. Do what you gotta do. Splash cold water on your face, drink coffee, whatever. Get a little bit of energy. Let's say you have dishes to do.
Oh my God. Y'all, all she gonna do is tell you to start washing 3 or 4 dishes and the motivation will come and then you'll clean. Okay, I have to fast forward. I cannot do this. Chantal, you are boring as hell. Like, and I got you on 1.25.
Something I could do too. I'm just focusing on trying to not be such a mess. One thing at a time. Anyway.
No.
Something happens or I think of something, I'll let you know. but it won't be like TMI level. But I thought I would discuss something I've been seeing in the news going viral.
Here it is. Here it, ladies and gentlemen. I know you've been waiting. This is the moment where she becomes a political expert, okay? Like, she becomes, I don't know, she's giving all the advice on how this is not the same as, you know what I'm saying, as racism. And I had to laugh at this. Like, in what world can you speak? But you know what? I'm going to be quiet. I won't be back for a while. Enjoy.
This woman, this female rapper, she's suing Lyft for denying her Lyft driver denied her a ride because of her size.
Thing tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car. Yes, I can.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a...
You know what? I don't know if I said this. I don't remember. I really don't remember. But, like, I did look it up, right? I did, right? Because I didn't just want to come on here and just be against Chantal and this Lyft driver just because I feel like you could have let her in the car. Because when I was actually doing research on it, the average car should not carry more than compact car. I looked up compact cars because Foodie Beauty said this is a compact car. It did look small. And it said around between 825 and 895 pounds of weight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, total. Cars should not carry more than that. So, if she's 600 pounds, let's assume the guy is like 150. You know what I'm saying? Any excess things he may have in the car, she could do damage to his suspension and other parts of the car, the mechanics. So there may be a point to be had. I'm so sorry to say that because I don't like discrimination. Especially knowing that some people genuinely can't help their size. I don't know her situation. I'm not saying that that's her situation. I don't know. She could just love McDonald's. Like, honestly. She could just be, you know, an eater and whatever. But I don't know. So, but the facts are, it can have adverse effects on the mechanics of your car if you are over a certain amount weight. Baby girl, I'm sorry to say that. Play.
Slap in the face. That was like my tires. You know, like...
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car. You know what? I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there.
And I thought I would give my 2 cents. Honestly, maybe you don't think I would give this answer, but my opinions have changed a lot on situations like this when it comes to size differences, and I don't think that people should be, you know, bullied or made fun of because they're overweight. But I don't feel like the driver was being discriminatory in a bullying or bad way.
You know what? I don't know. I wasn't there. All I heard him say was something about his tires. I feel like it's valid. It's so fucked up. I hate that I feel that way because I feel for her because that has to be embarrassing as shit. And it's winter. You know what I'm saying? It's cold. You've already waited. You've come outside. You think you're about to get to the party or wherever you gotta be. Just for him to be like, whoa, 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 fatty. You can't fit in my car. You're gonna damage my tires. Back that ass up. Like, you know, like...
I think the driver was actually being kind of respectful, and you could tell he felt bad. He kept saying, I'm sorry. He had a small car. And he was worried about mechanical issues arising. This woman is about...
You know what? And I feel like that's kind of valid, too, because, you know, Lyft and Uber drivers, they are independent contractors, so they're responsible for all the repairs and maintenance on their vehicle. So it's kind of like, I mean, it may not happen, but if it does, are you gonna flip the bill? Are you? Dank, this is to you. Are you going to flip the bill? Like, let's just say the next day, you know, something happens with one of his, you know, suspension systems, or his tire goes flat. Let's just say any type of mechanical thing happens, like, the next day. Like, are you going to assist? I'm not saying pay the whole thing, because, you know, it could have been a pre-existing whatever, but are you going to pay half? Pay anything? No? It's a real rough situation. Why am I agreeing with Chantal? What the fuck? This must be an alternate. What is happening right now? Damn.
She's in the 500s. Is what I heard, is like higher 500s, close to 600 pounds. First of all, Lyft drivers have the right to refuse for whatever reason. Like I said, I don't feel like he was being disrespectful in the way he communicated. So I don't think it's like a to be sued worthy kind of thing. She could have just said like she made the situation worse. She could have just said, okay, fine, and called an XL Uber or a Lyft.
I don't think that's fair to say. I don't think she made the situation worse. I think she was really seeking a valid answer. Why did I wait 20 minutes for you to get here, and now I'm out here in the cold and I got somewhere to be, and you're telling me I can't get in? Like, I think she asked questions, and, you know, it's fair. It's important to have understanding, because, like, what would have been wild is if she was recording and she walks out, he looks at her and then pulls the hell off. Now, just imagine the optics on that, you know? Like, so, Chantal, you're wrong for that. I don't think she made it worse. I think anyone would want to know, like, why can't I get in?
For a reason. She could have gotten a bigger vehicle, because...
Wow.
You know,
I'm gonna be so for real. Before I looked this up today, I did not know that information. You know, I've never once been concerned, like, hey, am I gonna be too big to fit in this car? Unless it's like a little, you know, them little sports cars, they kind of tight, you know what I'm saying? But even that, like, I didn't know, you know, it's not a big deal. I've never thought about, like, do I weigh too much for a car? Ever. And she probably hasn't either. She's probably come out every other time, got in, and went about her way.
You have to be very careful how you talk about these things.
No, you have to be very careful how you talk about these things.
For the lawyer to say that it's the same kind of discrimination as denying somebody of a different race is just gross.
You are just gross. You are fucking racist. What you know what? Like I said, I don't think it's muddy water. You know what I'm saying? It's all context, you know? Like, I mean, if you heard that she was struggling with a chronic disease and she couldn't get her weight down, you know, that would be a bit different, but we don't have that information. So I'm just going to put a pin in it.
Now, at one time, I used to think that fat discrimination was, like, equal, you know? Number one, I don't even think that she was being discriminated against. Like, it's, you know, things have, like, weight limits. You know what I mean?
I do think it is one of the last forms of discrimination that is tolerated. Like, you know, you can really call somebody a fat ass and people will just be like, oh, whatever. But if you talk about somebody being, you know, homosexual or trans or black or, you know, Asian or whatever, you know, Jewish, whatever, you know, that people will go, oh my, how could you? But like I said, if you call, you know, they're like, whatever, she is fat. She need to lose weight. Stop eating fatty. You know what I'm saying? When that's not always the situation. But you, Chantal, that is your situation, fatty. Put the fork down. Put it down. Put it down.
And as a bigger person, it's our responsibility to be aware of those situations. And like I said, I didn't always think this way, but now I do for sure. Like, come on. It was a small car. It was a compact car, you know? It's not his fault you're that big either.
Damn. No, you didn't. No, she did not. Man, get the... Ooh, what in the fuck is going on today? Oh, dear Lord.
Nice.
Dear Lord, Joe.
Nice about it. He didn't call her names or nothing, you know? Or anything.
Oh, that would have been wild.
But to compare being morbidly obese to racial discrimination? Are you kidding? That is so crazy to me. Like, get out of here with that. Like, there's no way. Somebody who's born a certain race it's not a choice.
Oh, so you understand that. So what about all those previous statements you made? You know, you've defended your statement saying that, oh, she was attacking me because of XYZ. So does that mean you owe Charlie Gold an apology? Are you recanting all those previous statements? I'm real, y'all see my eyes squinting? They squinting in real life. I'm side-eyeing this bit. And like, oh my God. Like, I never thought I would see the day. Oh my goodness. Okay.
And yes, I think that me putting this food in my mouth is a choice. I respect, as somebody who has issues with food, that there are reasons for morbid obesity. And one of those reasons is not taking responsibility for your own healing with your issues, which I fully acknowledge. And, you know, you're not going to see me blaming other people for my size.
Y'all remember this day. Y'all remember this day. Remember this moment. Okay? Record it.
You're not going to see me expecting other people to fix my issue. So it's also our responsibility to look into size. Am I going to fit here? Am I too heavy for this? Am I going to break it? That kind of thing. Which I've become a lot more aware of. And I like taking responsibility for my wrongs, for things that, my flaws, stuff like that. Now, no, I'm probably not seemingly to you, you know, on the outside looking in. And a lot of the time, no, I'm not being consistent and doing healthy lifestyle changes. But at the same time, I'm going to be aware of my limitations as a larger person. And I'm also going to be responsible for them and responsible for myself. And yes, I realize that probably, you know, part of that responsibility is if you need help, get it, you know. But at the same time, like I said, I mean, I'm like, yeah, I've started therapy. I'm not going to blame other people for my size.
So does that mean you're no longer going to blame, like, your sister and your mother and your family and stuff like that? Okay.
You know, so I'm not on her side with this at all.
Yeah, well, I'm never on your side. All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the YouTube and social media things for your girl B. I'm out. Bye.
My heart hurts.